Welcome everyone. Competencies for marketing and sales profession is what we will be discussing in this video. So essentially the agenda is very simple. We will understand what is sales, professional selling, what are the old and new perspective of marketing, describe the component of good sales skills, explain the skills that is thriving presently in the market, describe the role of product in sales, personal selling processes, basic selling processes, what is B2B and B2C, business to business and business to customer. Describe the importance of customer loyalty. It brings in rich dividend in terms of return sales. Explain what is CRM, the customer relationship management. Describe the classification of selling, types of selling, the benefit of sales as a career, and the various sales methods. I'll wind it up out there. I'll probably list the characteristics of successful salesperson. Now, what is the job responsibility of, let's say, a marketing and sales manager? First, to the person, to yourself, is to increase basic selling skills, developing management abilities, and probably to keep pace with the change of things. The environment is dynamic, the business is very competitive, so you need to keep a sense of pace, otherwise you will fall lag behind. Towards the company, be proud of it, your association, because they are not only providing you employment, but an opportunity for growth also. Maintain the company standing and standards with all customers. Inform the headquarters, your supervisors, your management through established channels. But what about your customers? You should work closely with your customers so that they can take appropriate decision which is good for them. Point out the advantages of association with your company. Keep account current and up to date as frequent as possible. To yourself as a person, as a sales and marketing manager, be alert for the every new sale and every merchandising ideas that is cropping up every now and then. It might be cropping up in your company or in your competitors. In either way, you need to keep a track to itself. Grow, grow, and grow. Just don't assume that you have got a job, decent job. The job is not going to stay with you if you don't start growing. Assume greater responsibilities. Maintain an appearance of as expected by the department, up to one, up to the standard, spick and span. Your health, your hygiene should be up there in the order. Towards the company, be prompt in handling records, be prompt in handling complaints, be prompt in any form of correspondence. Towards the company, you need to cut your cost in terms of selling, be economical, routing, good use of time, planning, greater awareness of opportunities, check demand, movement, inventory. Towards the company, you need to report activities to the of the competitors, to your supervisors, to your seniors, through appropriate channel. Now, what happens to your responsibilities towards the customers? Suggest the ideas, the methods, technique that will help stimulate sale. Absolutely, yes. Handle complaints effectively and to complete satisfaction of the complaints. Suggest the best technique for selling of your product. Organize presentation to inform and save time. Stimulate and maintain enthusiasm for your product. Build and maintain a goodwill as and when there is a requirement. Remember, the sales management has to have a sales strategy. A sales strategy is not all about organizing, planning, and implementing sales effort so as to achieve the goals that has been assigned in terms of market share, in terms of sales value, in terms of return on investment. Tasks are performed by the sales manager, both inside the organization and outside the organization. Now, what are the key areas, something which are particularly relevant for strategy formulants? First and foremost thing is to determine the appropriate size. Remember, the size, the appropriate size is more important. Decisions regarding types and quality of sales force are required. If you give peanuts, you will get monkeys, right? So the quality of sales force will impact your sales volume. Designing the sales organization, territory designing, recruitment and training procedures, task allocation, compensation of sales force, performance appraisal and control system, feedback mechanism to be adopted, managing channel relationship, coordination with other marketing department as and when basis. Now, what are we looking out here? We are trying to look nothing but all about sales strategy. It is your partner, a selling partner, your sales, your workforce, a person working in the sales department, the marketing department are nothing but a sales partner, whereas every word alphabet of partner has an acronym. P for, let's say, preparing strategic long-term high quality relationship that solve customers problem. A, always ask question to get the customer's agenda. Ah, restate customer requirement need with a confirmation question. T stands for teaming up with support to customer solution or customized solutions. N is to negotiate double win solutions. Remember, double win solution with a joint decision making. E to exceed customer expectation. R to re-examine the ongoing quality issues if there are any and be prompt on them. So the double win strategy is something which you need to decide upon it. There's a win lose people, win win people. I prefer the win win people, but it's a double win strategy for you, wherein in a win lose people you see the problem. If you see the problem, you fix the blame. Somebody is to be blamed because there is a problem out there, and let life happen to them. So if you have put a blame on somebody, something is going to, there has to be repercussion. If there are repercussion, and if the person is in problem in soup because of that issue, let life happen to them. Live in the past, probably you cannot live in the past. If you are living in the past, you are not making life happening to you. In fact, you are just an incidental part of your life. Make promises they never keep as a sense. So this is one win situation where you actually lose people. But what about win people? Help others solve their problem. You see a problem, not try to come up or overcome the problem. Fix what caused the problem. Make life a joyous planning for others and themselves. Learn from the past. Live in the present and probably set goals for the future as the case might be. Make commitment to themselves and others to keep both of them happy. That is most important. Remember, this is the thing that we should be keeping in our mind. Let us go about instant services. Now, this is a simplified model for ensuring a customer delight. What is a customer delight? What makes a customer say wow in a moment? It's after sales service if you can thrill them out. Unique selling proposition of brand equity. Definitely yes. Exceeding customer expectation. Probably you are probably giving something in free, probably transportation is free. Unique selling proposition is delivery, doorstep delivery, on time delivery, competitive pricing, whatever the competitor is pricing the product, you are matching them, and with the improved quality and improved service, reliability of product and services, novelty and uniqueness of the product and services. Now remember, the first three, the after sales service, unique sales proposition, and exceeding customer service, is a part of supply chain, where the rest is an ongoing process management in terms of delivery, in terms of pricing, in terms of quality of product and the new product development. This is what makes the customer jump out of his or her seat, leading to customer loyalty and lasting relationship. So, what is a hard sell and what is a soft sell? Let us understand and dissect the thing. Hard sell is concern for self, me, myself, and my world. Can presentation, probably just talking, pushing product. It's a one-way communication that needs to be put through. Presentation features, advocating without knowledge. Look, in today's presentation, what I am actually doing is hard selling it to you. But when you come to my sessions, which will be a soft sell, where we will have an interaction, we'll have some case studies, we'll have some elaboration about what needs to be discussed. What? Because in that session you will be present as an audience, as a participant, as a member of this particular session. So where there will be a proper concern, addressing of concerns of yours, in this case the customers, questioning for discussion, listening, providing opportunities to elaborate themselves, buying opportunities, presenting benefits, and acknowledging needs. So I hope you understand, when you watch a pre-recorded session, it's almost like a hard sell. You are pushing through, but when you are attending a live sessions, you are actually making a soft sell. It's a mutual collaboration that enriches the session altogether. So comparison between product centered and a client centered selling. Seller put in effort in research and development of product. It's a product. You have a product and you want to make a sale. Product centered selling emphasizes on knowledge of the product. Selling strategies, tactics tends to be most influenced by past performances of product, competition, and present situation. Representative seeks to be accepted as a reliable, credible sources of information and services. This is which is most important. Then comes the client-centered selling. This is where the customers are brought in focus. Seller puts an effort on research and development in relationship with the clients. Client-centered selling emphasizes on the knowledge of the client. It is know who which brings up question. In this scenario, it is a know what that brings in the question. Business strategies and tactics tends to be directed more to the consideration of future growth and development in client's world. Representative strives to raise client's expectation or personal experiences, thereby. So let us look at the images given below. You see, you have a laptop, you have a rechargeable battery, you have cosmetics, you have a monitor, you have a handbag. What do you think they represent? They represent products. They represent the daily product that we need to make purchase. Probably some of them are big ticket, some of them are regular, and but we need to purchase them. So there are different products that you have to purchase. You look at into it, we put it into the shopping cart, and every product has their own requirement, why particular purchases has happened, what does this concept of sales that is involved into it, we need to understand. Remember, sales is an important aspect of every product. It is what makes a person successful in a career, can prove to be defining factor. Remember, that is what is the defining factor. If you're not able to make sales, probably you are not been able to make a career for yourself in sales and marketing. So that is what is very important. Whether a product is excellent in quality or of an average quality, a great, probably a powerful sales force can make the product stand out, make it outstanding in the market against competitors, and makes a mark for itself. So a powerful sales force is made up of not only excellent, persuasive, but also persistent salesmen and women. That is what is important. Sales is a very important aspect of every product success. Thus, in itself, it is evident a person selling a product should not only have a sales skill but also selling skills. What is sales skills and sales selling skills? Sales skills is what the knowledge that the person has about the product, about the attributes of the product. Selling skill is how he present it, how he makes the product relatable to the customer. So it is all about practicing agility. People say that selling is both an art and a science. What we are looking into it, it's performances. It's a mixture of both art and science. It is how it enhances your performance that makes around it. So professional selling. A professional selling is an interpersonal communication in which a seller uncovers and satisfies the requirements of the prospect for a mutual long-term growth. So career path in sales. There are three career paths, if I may say so, that comes around it. As a sales trainee, then you become a salesperson, which you have an evaluation. You can go into a professional selling, you can be a manager of a sales team, sales product, or the marketing management. So this is the career that can be chosen around it. Component of a good sales skills, if you look into it, first and foremost, understanding the sales environment. This is very important. Next is of implementation of the sales process, the process that one undergoes to make a sale, to ensure that the product has been taken or consumed by a customer. Third is mastering of the sales agility. As the case might be, things changes, perspective changes, point of view changes, and you should be agile enough to pick up the trick and ensure that your product has been sold across. So best selling roles, there are three basic selling roles, that is of order taking, order supporting, and creating orders. I repeat, order taking, order supporting, and order creation. Benefits of personal selling, if I may say so, personal selling is exciting, it's challenging, it's rewarding, and most dynamic career if possible. Personal sellers are most paid highly, among most likely promoted to be to the senior most levels, given much more responsibility and promoted at the higher echelon. They have a longish career. It serves as a boundary spanners who facilitate transaction and relationship between buyers and sellers, as the case might be. So, use of technology in sales. There are various tools provided in today's modern day technology that salesperson can actually use to enhance their productivity, enhance their skills altogether. Some of the tools are computers, cell phones, internet, extranet, internet, web meeting, pages, fax machine. You see the technology out here. With this, you can be at multiple spots, multiple places at one time, at one point of time. If you have the internet, if you have the computers, if you have the web meetings, you can go around it. With an extranet, you are accessible. Fax machine, cell phones, pages. Communication has transformed the sales horizon altogether. The classification of selling is technical selling, retail selling, missionary selling, and trade selling. Technical selling about the know-how of the product, retail selling about the nitty-gritties. Everybody knows, both the producer, the supplier, the seller, and the consumer. Missionary selling is somewhere down the corner. You are preaching the requirement, why it is to be done, what should not. It's mostly a concept selling kind of scenario. And then we have a trade selling altogether. The following types of sellings are there: responsive selling, creative selling, need-based selling, consultative partner selling, problem solution selling, customer-centered selling, and value-based selling, as the case might be. Responsive selling, there is an inquiry, respond to it. Creative selling, create a responsive, create a requirement, need. Need-based selling, there is a need. If you have a vehicle, you need to purchase a tire also. If you have, let's say, a computer, you might require a printer. So need-based, consultative partner selling, problem solution, people facing problems, you can eliminate those problems. Customer centric selling as required by the customer, and definitely value-based selling, price per quality. The sales myth: you must be thick skinned to be succeed in sales. Absolutely wrong. Myth number two: only good talkers can sell. Again, absolutely wrong. People can sell if you have good product, good quality, if you are reputable, if you're dependable. There are no flaws as far as transactions are concerned. Is inevitable. If you are transparent and enough, there are no stresses. Myth number four is you should be pushy to succeed in sales. Again, a wrong notions. You need to be quality conscious, you need to be emphatic towards your customers, and your sales will happen automatically. Sales is a number game, probably, but sales is more than a number. Building a relationship will automatically bringing numbers eventually without any much of an effort. You must like people to succeed in sale. You must definitely, yes, like people, but you that doesn't means you need to compromise on the quality of your product or services. Every prospect is a potential customer. Everyone in this world is a potential customer. Forget being prospect. Myth number eight is sales call must close in a sale. Need not be. There can be n numbers of call before you actually make a sale to that person, that organization. So every call need not transform into a sales. A good salesperson can sell anything to anybody, probably, but if you have the requirement, only if the customers has the requirement. That's a myth that needs to be going around it. It is not depending upon the salesperson. It is also dependent on the customer. Customers today are very knowledgeable, most intelligent of all. Last myth: sales has its ups and downs. Everything has its ups and downs. Life has its ups and downs. So there, these are the 10 myths that actually happens. With this, I come to an end of this presentation. Thank you for watching this video till the end.